This short video will describe improvements the city is considering for the G.E.A.A. field. Once you've watched the video, please take our survey to tell us what you think. We're planning an upgrade to the G.E.A.A. field, and we want your thoughts on how to make it better for the community. This historic site has been used for baseball and recreation for over 100 years, but community needs are changing, and so is our climate. The field is part of the Strawberry Brook watershed and is located in one of Lynn's most vulnerable neighborhoods to flooding. How can we evolve to make the field usable for play, stormwater management, and localized cooling in the hot summer all at the same time? The G.E.A.A. field, together with Berry Park and the community path, are part of the city's vision for an accessible and usable public park space, and a broader strategy to mitigate flooding in the Strawberry Brook watershed. Because of its location, being next to the Saugus River, this park will increasingly be prone to stormwater and coastal flooding. The city's vision for Berry Park and G.E.A.A. field will meet recreation needs, while also serving to mitigate flooding and improve stormwater quality. At this stage of the design team is considering how to achieve goals for climate resilience, recreation, and user amenities all in the space. Climate resilience strategies for the park help reduce the impacts of flooding and improve stormwater runoff capture and water quality. Each of these aspects interacts with the others and impacts how the space can be used and what can fit in it. We're asking for your input on each aspect of the design. The project team will update the design using your input to find the right balance between each of these elements. The redesign for G.E.A.A. field is first considering potential changes in future weather and flood conditions. As you may know, G.E.A.A. field already floods after some extreme rain events. In the future, we can expect Lynn to be impacted by more heavy rains and sea level rise, along with more hot days that will be felt most in parking lots and areas not covered by shade. Projections for the G.E.A.A. field show that extremely high tides will cause flooding on sunny days by 2050. Projections for the G.E.A.A. field also show that moderate storms may flood the field by up to 4 feet by 2050. So some parts of the park may not be consistently accessible for active recreation. In other parts of the park, we're planning nature-based solutions to help address flooding and heat effects on the site. Nature-based solutions use plants to handle the increasing runoff coming from the watershed, as well as higher tides in the future. They can also make it cooler on hot days. Another innovative nature-based solution being considered for the site is a floodable field, which can capture stormwater and may be flooded for a few days after a major event, but then returns to a playable condition. Along with climate resilience strategies, the redesign includes possibilities for new recreational facilities. The future G.E.A.A. field will include a softball field, a basketball court, 3 horseshoe pits, restrooms, and parking. The final design will also have lighting, benches, walking paths, and picnic tables.
We've heard from you that we need to make sure that this park has more trees, a playground, walking paths, picnic areas, and restrooms. Past input from the open space update in the 2021 project community survey indicated other desired amenities, which we are now considering.
But there are still lots of decisions to make. If we think about rebuilding the park for the next 50 years, what would you like to see here? What other types of activities would you like to be able to do at G.E.A.A. field? We have compiled a series of field layouts that include all these elements. We want to hear from you which recreational opportunities you like most for G.E.A.A. field. You'll be able to vote on these 4 options at the survey and tell us what you think. Layout 1 has the major recreation elements of the softball field, horseshoe pits, and 1 basketball court. It also provides the most green space for flooding and nature-based solutions out of the 4 alternatives.
While the layout of the resiliency solutions hasn't been determined yet, we envision including many of these climate resiliency features around the park in every alternative.
The second alternate design includes more courts and a cricket pitch, in addition to the major recreational elements shown in Alternative 1. It will also have climate resilient features throughout the park. Alternate design 3 is slightly different than option 2 because it has 2 hard courts, 2 softball fields, and a rugby flex field. The park will also have climate resilient features. And alternate design 4 includes hard courts, a softball field, and a soccer field. Again, the park will also have climate resilient features.
Now it's your turn. Let us know what you think. Please visit this link to take a very short survey about the future of the G.E.A.A field and the alternates that you like best. You can access this by your computer or by phone, but please take the survey soon so we can use your input.
After the survey closes in February, we will update the design concepts for the field. There will be additional chances to see the designs in the spring. We'll be presenting them at the field on the first sports day to get another round of input.
Please visit our website for updates and more information on this project and other related city projects.
This project was funded by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts MVP program, which supports municipalities in increasing climate resilience and preparedness.